right, we just gotta keep everybody on their toes. So we are doing Metal Monday on a Wednesday. It's not live this time, but we're gonna keep that live thing going. I want more participation. I want more questions, but that's also on us getting out there, being more consistent on the live time. But we'll work on that. I'm in my truck.
Yeah,
I just pulled over for an impromptu Metal Monday. Brett's still grinding on the road. And how you doing today, Brett?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just wrapping up this time off with the family. We're getting some last family time in before the kids and the wife go back to school, and then, dude, it's back to the grind. It's just how it goes. There's no balance. It's kind of like, hey, you just take it this time to do this, and then you take this time to do that, and then it is what it is.
I think about I used to think about life, work, life balance, all that shit. Like, it truly isn't a 50-50 ever. It's impossible. Sometimes you're 80 on work, 20 on family. Sometimes you're 80 on family, 20 on work. And that goes with not just that goes with, I think, relationships too, dude. It's not always 50-50. Sometimes you're giving more, or sometimes the other side's, lifting you up more. I think this whole balance things of just a myth. It does
Yeah,
it
to
doesn't
me, it's like
happen.
the law of averages, right? Like if you do it right, I mean, you have like some peak times when it's life and some peak times when it's work, and then you'll have days in between. But I think at the end of the day, like all you're trying to do is just maximize both. And I think that's how I look at it. I'm just trying to maximize the life side when I have the opportunity, and then maximize the work side when I have the opportunity. That just is what it is. That's kind of how this thing goes.
I love it, man. Always grinding. Well, copper is trending to 4 like you predicted. You should have bet me. I would
I
have
know.
probably I would have took that bet. But
It
I
looks like
think it
we're
was,
gonna like we might get down there. I mean, it was it 412 this morning earlier when I checked. It's 413 now. I still feel like we're probably gonna push to $4, but we'll see. I don't really feel like there's any reason why this market goes up unless something crazy happens. I feel like the trend this way is still down. But we'll see. I mean, maybe August looks a little bit differently, but I mean, it's across the board that way with nickel. Aluminum this morning is at least the only thing that's slightly green, and that's just
yeah,
barely.
but it's been
That's
getting whacked though. Aluminum's been
getting
getting hit
hammered.
hard.
The Midwest
Yeah.
Premium's been getting hammered. So yeah, I think it's this time of year. It's a tricky time right now on the base metals. I mean, PGM's got whacked last week and a little bit of this week. So I mean, they're catching a little bit of love this morning, but only because they've just been getting hammered. Um, Overall, I mean, we'll see what the ferrous market does, but it's probably going to be much of the same. But we'll see. You never know.
Yeah, I anticipate Ferris to be down and kind of trend with, the base metals. But like I said, we'll have to wait and see. We'll see what happens. We're battling the heat in Idaho still, which is
Yeah,
hot. We got fires popping up all over the place, shutting down the freeway. So that, that affects the flow, that affects things dramatically too. You know,
yep.
that freeway's been down all week, to go towards Oregon, so, just those things. And we anticipate some high winds. And so just a combination of things just pushing that price down. We're still in that election year, which is just getting weirder and weirder as the weeks go by, but we'll keep keep seeing how that plays out. And
Yeah, we'll see what this next year or this next month brings. But I'm not super optimistic about the price. I'm optimistic about our ability to weather the storm, but I'm not super optimistic about the pricing that's going to come along with that storm.
yeah, we'll get through it, just like all, everyone listening out there, all the other yards listening. We've been through this before. We'll
Yeah,
adjust quickly. And then it also gives you a good opportunity to tighten your belt a little bit. Make sure you're doing things efficiently. So
absolutely.
So you don't
Part of
have to
the
always spin it as a
part of the
positive, but you
deal.
can always find a positive in there, you know.
Yeah,
But
I mean, at the end of the day, we've all seen these market gyrations before. Anybody's been in the business, they understand how this deal goes. The biggest thing is just trying to make good decisions, trying to, um, make sure your ducks are in a row as far as your operation, and just be as efficient as you can be. I think that's all. That's all we can. That's all we can really do.
well, cool. All right. Well, we'll try to get a live scheduled for next week. And we'll get that out there. We'll push that out there a little earlier, and
Absolutely.
we'll do a live either Metal Monday or just maybe just a live discussion where people can chime in to just talk about their operation. That might even be cool. So we'll just kind of play around with that live. If anyone's got any ideas what they want to talk about, I'd want to hear it.
All right.
So,
All right,
all
buddy.
right.
Good talking to
Thank
you.
you,
I'll see
Brett.
you next week. Back at it.
Thank you, sir.
All right. See you.
See ya.